Been a long time since I've done any wild camping. I started the channel off. I always said now it's time to get BOTG boots on the ground. So yeah, this is kind of where the channel started. Who knows, maybe this is where the channel ends. That doesn't sound right. Well, I can definitely tell the difference between me just bringing out my camera gear and my usual Shimoda backpack. Maybe 20k, maybe. But yeah, especially in the sun, you can definitely feel the difference.
I'm really looking forward to doing different things on the channel now that I'm not worried about view counts or subscribers. That page has turned. It opens up the door for me to try paddleboarding, hiking, van life, geocaching, even metal detecting in the lakes, the peaks, the dales and wherever else we end up. But today I'm in North Yorkshire. I'm going for a wild camp, which is kind of where the channel started originally. BOTG Boots on the Ground.
All this amazing architecture that's been left over from when they used to mine lime here. And these bits here were actually the rooms where they would store it. They'd block off the water down at the bottom, make a dam, and then they release it so it would have a lot of water pressure. And that would clear the clay away and leave the lime which was dragged up here. And it was dressed, which means cut, and stored here. As you can see, there's one of the cottages over there. Yeah, I said in the UFO hotspot up at Otley. Some very strange going-ons on there. Ilkley, sorry. So this is where I'm going to be staying. It's a little bit windy coming through this valley, so I'm going to have to pick where the back of the tent is. But I'm right in, as you can see here, in the Gill, where these old derelict arches are. And we'll go and have a look, but I'll get the tent set up now. So there's my tent all set up, and I'll show you on the inside. So quite a lot of room in here actually, under the ground sheet, plenty of room there. Obviously I've got the OEX in here, I've got the air mattress, and I've also got a ground sheet, a thermal ground sheet in there, so plenty of room in here. So what I need to do now is, I need to get the grill, go down and get some water, and then we'll start to cook something to eat. I see somebody's left some rubbish there, which is disgusting. And hopefully in the morning, the sun will come through the valley here and we'll go for a little investigation. So that's what I'm having tonight. Posh baked beans. It's either that or veg curry and rice. Both actually quite nice from Go Outdoors, about £7. Just as it starts to get dark, you get that feeling of, well, I'm out now. It's not going to be the easiest thing for me to actually get back if I want to in the dark. You could, and especially when you're out wild camping on your own, there is that slight anticipation and just a tinkle of fear, thinking I really am out here alone. And I have been told that this place is haunted, and I have a tendency to attract weird and spooky things. I'm not going to be talking about orbs, the stories I could tell you. So you can probably just see some vapours coming off there, and it's just about time because it's midgy-tastic at the minute. It really is terrible. So unless I hang it there, it is a reprieve from the midges. But yeah, we shall midgy inside it. We shall see the verdict. I'll leave this on in the tent overnight. Yeah, there's a lot of midges about now. But we are down near the water, so it's going to happen. Isn't it? Even with this on, I can see there's loads of them. Pesky things. Got a couple of torches, head torch and a normal torch, so I'm just chillaxing because my lower back is killing me. I need to get back to the gym.
Well, it's hard to believe it's actually 10 o'clock now. It's still really, really bright outside. And as you can see, I've actually got that on now, on the brightest setting admittedly.
And I've got my Nordic socks on that Mark Sawtell gave me, one of the mountain bike groupers. Can't beat a fresh, warm pair of socks on when you've been hiking. So before all the midges come here, I'll show you outside. You can see it's still completely bright outside. But it's definitely starting to brood. It's definitely getting cold now. Well, good morning. It's 6:30. Didn't sleep very well. Probably got about 10 minutes. Sore neck. I always have an issue with these pillows. I tried to put clothes in the dry bag, not very successful. Not a bad place to wake up, is it? It's a little bit like in the camper van when I first got it. I always have trouble sleeping, and it's been a long time since I've done any wild camping. I just find this difficulty of shutting off. It's almost like my brain goes, you will not sleep tonight. And then I get almost angry with myself that I can't sleep. And if you're going to do a through hike, or you're going to go off for 3 or 4 days in a row wild camping, you really do need a good night's sleep, because it really does affect you on the next day and the next day, and by the end of that you're absolutely wrecked and you just won't enjoy it. Fortunately for me, it's always the neck. I always get a bad neck. It's the pillow. I even tried stuffing a load of clothes into a dry sack and making a pillow, so as you get older you sleep different. It's probably better for me. I like it a little bit up. But yeah, otherwise, who cares? It's now 4:30. It's still light, and unbelievably, it was still light at nearly 11 o'clock last night. I love it. Right, well that's me done then for my wild camp. I quite enjoyed it. A lot of midges. Now, whether the Flextail actually helped, I haven't got any bites. But that's probably because it got so bad at some point when I had the head net on that I actually had to jump in the tent and get some reprieve, and by that point it was like, do I really want to get back out of the tent again? We make sure we leave absolutely no trace at all. There's a fire pit here. I won't use it. I absolutely refuse it. It ruins the environment. So please don't have a fire if you're going to go wild camping. Appreciate where you are and don't leave a trace. Such a perfect time in the morning, this. Just as the sun's about to rise, that fog, that mist in the valley disappears. It's very, very picturesque. I love it. This time in the morning. I'm probably one of those weirdos that when I go up to the Lake District, or I go out wild camping, or even on a hike, when it's a little bit grim, a little bit cold, I actually really like it, because I feel like the great outdoors has got an atmosphere about it. I know a lot of people prefer it when it's really, really sunny, but I prefer that bit of drizzle, bit of grime. Probably sums up my personality quite well. I love being out wild camping on my own. I really enjoy the solitude, but going out with a group is just as enjoyable. Anyway, it's time for me to head back now, the opposite way I came, back over the mountain. Like, subscribe and share, and leave me a comment. I'll see you in some more BOTG adventures. Remember, life is an adventure. You pushed me! Nick, oh just pushed me. Sock, my slipper sock in the mud. I can't believe you pushed me.
If you wiggle it in there,
You dirty. And I didn't put my waterproof socks on. Can't believe it, what it's done to me.